identity before we start performing and building and doing things. We got to understand who we are. If we think we're trash, we're going to conduct ourselves like trash. If we think we're a jewel in the crown of the king, we're going to treat ourselves like we're royalty, treat ourselves like we have value. Early Christian leaders, I believe it was in the Augustine Confessions, said that identity transformation is basically reorienting from the inside. It's not about what you do externally. People in ministry need to hear that today, because a lot of people have 5, 8, 10 roles in a ministry. I was there. That's how I know this. I see the signs. I know how it looks. But that's not how you create an identity. They may think that because their mindset could be limited in that area. And they think, the more jobs I have, the more wanted I am, the more needed I am. That makes me more who I am. But that's kind of a disgrace to God, because if you believe in Psalms 139:14 that I just read, if you believe that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you were made after an incredible blueprint, unlike any other creature walking the face of the earth and have ever walked the earth, you're that unique and that valuable. If you think that your job assignment, your role in a corporation, your role in a ministry, your role in a community makes you who you are, that's pretty sad. We should have a funeral, because that's like death. You're greater than the role that you have. You can quit all 10 of your jobs in the ministry and still be a valuable, vital, important person, not just to your family, but to the people who you have served, people who love you and care about you. You have value no matter what your role and assignment is. I want to put that out there for those that needed to hear that today. I don't know who's attributed to, but somebody said that no one can know God who doesn't first know themselves. I put that out there that you think about whether you agree with that statement or not. But what I will take away from that today is that if we don't understand who we are, we won't understand that we have a need for God. We'll be insulated by our vanity, insulated by our selfishness, insulated by the things that we want, the things that we think are important. Do you know people live an entire lifestyle, a lifespan, if you will, chasing after things, and they think that the things on their fingers